Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, we just witnessed what I would deem a robbery between Teofimo Lopez and Jamaine Ortiz. I had to fight 116, 112. I understand that Jamaine Ortiz, his offense was lackluster. So was Teofimo Lopez's offense. He was the aggressor. But at the end of the day, he didn't land any real significant shots. Even some of the shots that they were talking about that he landed, I remember one round they talked about the uppercut. Oh, what an uppercut! And it actually hit his shoulder, right? So, I felt that he lost that fight. I felt he lost that fight quite clearly. Ortiz was able to capitalize on some of the weaknesses that we've seen in Teofimo Lopez in the past. He's struggled to cut off the ring. He has an inability when he does actually cut off the ring. He tends to lunge forward a little bit, and he'll get clipped and caught with shots. Sandor Martin caught him with a check hook, and Ortiz caught him with a few shots coming in tonight as well. And so he was a little bit hesitant to just, jump in there and try to really cut off the ring. But he definitely struggles to cut off the ring, as Tim Bradley suggested. Where else do I want to go, Jay? When I just think about they got to around round 7 or 8. I saw where Tim Bradley started to talk about the judges. And once he started talking about the judges, we got to see what the judges, because, Jamaine Ortiz's offense isn't really there. And, they may favor the aggressor. I said, oh, there you go. It's over.
It's over.
They are going to award it directly to Teofimo Lopez. And it was clear to me at that point. And that's sad, man, because that's the state of boxing. We see bad decisions all the time, but clearly he lost. I would say they need to keep that boy far, far, far away from Devin Haney. Haney has a similar style where he can use and just use lateral movement all fight long. He's long, he's rangy. He'll be able to keep him on the end of that stick. And I think Devin's offense would absolutely be much more potent than Jamaine Ortiz's offense, to be quite honest with you. So he wouldn't match up well with Devin Haney at all. And that's probably the reason why they never fought at 35 and why he probably really had no real interest in fighting Haney at 35 whatsoever. So, Jay, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you, man. What's your thoughts on what we saw tonight?
Man, like we were talking about it, it's like he couldn't cut off the ring. He lost that fight, man. People say, well, you don't want to award a runner. Like, if he won, he won. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, is it the style of fight that most people want to watch? No. People want to see gladiators out there, of course, going back and forth, but it's also called, sweet science of boxing. Hit and don't get hit. Ortiz didn't get hit much. I mean, he didn't put a lot of offense out there, but he landed enough. And he did enough, I felt, to win them fight just like you had at 116 and 112. I mean, Teo, you never know what you're going to get from Teo. You know what I'm saying? But he also needs the right style for him. Someone that's going to stay in front of him. Someone that's slow of foot. The people like Josh Taylor, the people like the Regis Prograis, those would be perfect fighters for him. Even Loma didn't really move around when they fought neither. Whether Loma had an injury or not, he still didn't really move a lot. He didn't have an injury with his leg. It was a shoulder, supposedly, back then. But to your point, Teo, they need to keep Teo away from Devin. He damn sure need to stay away from Bud. He need to stop calling Bud name out. Don't disrespect Bud by calling his name out. Don't do
Bud
that.
by murder.
Because
Crawford by murder.
It'll be ugly. It'll be ugly.
It'll be ugly.
Bud would punish him because of all the BS. Bud would hurt him. Tank will put him out as well. Because that's saying the same way he came in to Ortiz and was getting clipped, you get clipped by Tank, you're going to sleep as well. So you need to leave those 3 gentlemen alone. Stay with, fighting the Rollies, Ryan Garcia's. Stay on that level. After you fought Josh Taylor, everyone, we all got, oh wow, Teo did the damn thing, but styles makes fight. And we know Teo can't cut the ring off. This is a different way of not being able to cut the ring off versus what Boots did against Karan. Boots did more damage to Karan than what Teo did to Ortiz. Boots was able to get to him a little bit. He still struggled like hell to cut the ring off, but Teo looked horrible tonight. I'm not mad at Ortiz. He stuck to the game plan. He sold it like he was actually going to try to engage by saying he was going to knock Teo out. and Teo kind of fell for it. Teo wanted to be in the center ring and just go toe to toe, like rock 'em, sock 'em. That's an idiot. I mean, that's a video game type boxing. It's entertaining, but as far as boxing, that's stupid. That's not going to increase your longevity at all. If Falcons, you would not have any fighting like that. So they robbed Ortiz out of this fight. It's the second time he's been robbed. I felt like he beat Loma as well. The Loma one, I felt he won that one. If they had said it was a draw, I could have dealt with that. This right here, I don't think it could have been a draw. I think Ortiz clearly won this fight. Teo looked horrible trying to come out there. He was just following. And if Ortiz had some type of power, a lot of power, a lot of power, he could have hurt him because he did catch Teo coming in a couple times because he was coming in lunging forward. He looked horrible. He was lunging with the right, looping right against the ropes and stuff. It was just bad, man. This is anyone that has foot movement is going to be a problem for Teo. Point blank.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the one thing that I will say about just never get too high on a fighter just based off of one performance, honestly. Because, styles make fights. He looked amazing against Josh Taylor, but he was able to fight a style that was beneficial to what he was used to, what he's comfortable with, and Josh Taylor provided that to him. I'm of the mindset of look at the body of work, and that's the fighter that you have. And of course, it's not going to be linear, right? But you would expect a fighter to be on the incline, if you will. When they're in their early 20s, mid 20s, even their late 30s, you expect to see that incline. Now, it's not linear, but you would expect to see an incline. And what I see from Teofimo is a fighter that's pretty much stationary. I don't see any real improvements from, when he was in, at the 135-pound division. I just think he's a guy that's he has certain strengths, he has certain weaknesses, and you put him in the ring with the right type of fighter, and he's gonna look tremendous. You put him in the ring with the wrong type of fighter, and he's gonna look like he looked tonight. I think he caught an L tonight, and it is what it is. I saw some people I was just looking at Twitter, and I saw some people responding to our tweets talking about they would have been okay with it being a draw. You can't reward a runner and things of that nature. And listen, I understand. I respect it. I understand when you start talking about a runner. The problem is that the guy was on the ropes and he used defense to consistently get away from Teo. Defense is also a part of boxing. So, no, I'm not going to discredit that. And could he have demonstrated more offense? Absolutely. But he used his defense to limit the offense that Teofimo was able to demonstrate. So I can't be mad at that. And he was getting off shots, and I thought his shots were cleaner than what Teo got off. So I had him winning the fight. So, it is what it is. But, yep, it is what it is. But you guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to this fight. We're definitely curious to hear what you got to say. Who won the fight tonight, Teofimo Lopez or Jamaine Ortiz? And should he stay far, far, far away from Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford? Yeah, I absolutely think he should stay far, far, far away from them. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, on Sports Media, and we are out.